guess I hit my max time because I must have too much stuff recorded. Thanks, Rebecca. My wife, Rebecca's always, she just got a new phone, but she's always been using my phone for pictures and stuff. For some reason, you women folk like your pictures,
well, if
your
you would come
memories.
in with the times and get an iPhone with decent
Oh
storage.
my gosh, here we go. Always busting my chops. An Android guy, probably for life. We'll see.
No way.
We'll see. But yeah, I think we'll end this with the short-term rentals can be very advantageous. I love that new market. Some of the things I would look out for, from my experience, is make sure the market's not oversaturated. Don't go off of 2020 rent rolls because with COVID happening, people weren't going to Virginia Beach, Ocean City, the mainstays, because a lot of those local governments were shutting them down. So they were spreading out, going to the mountains, going to little towns like Colonial Beach and all these areas that were undiscovered or got rediscovered. So 2020 is not a good measure, not even 2021. Look at 2022. Look at your most recent year.
Work. They were renting off season too, but now we're we don't have trouble booking during the main season, but there's not as many off-season rentals as there was when everyone was teleworking.
Yeah, telework changed everything. That's a good example. One of my agent partners in Colonial Beach had a rental. Well, she had a couple Airbnbs, but the one she made it out like a fat cat because the guy was a lawyer and his firm rented the house out, so he had an office, but he couldn't. He had his in-laws living with him at his house, so he couldn't work from home and not be distracted. So they literally rented a house in Colonial Beach for him.
Wow.
to work from. So that was easy to manage for him. But keep an eye on what future rents are going to be. Make sure the market's not oversaturated. And then if you're not local, which there's nothing wrong with not being local, some of the biggest investors in this country I know actually prefer long-term, short-term, far away from their house. Keep an eye on local government on the news. There's a lot of local governments cracking down on short-term rentals, specifically the Airbnb and Verbos. They see it as you taking away rental opportunities, long-term rental opportunities for their constituents that can't afford to buy or not in a place to buy, but still need a place to go. And here in Northern Virginia specifically, this is it's a tough market. And a lot of people have been priced out of their areas that their families lived in for 150 years, but they just can't afford to live in this area. So it really dawned on me when I first moved to Spotsylvania. I was at E5 in the Army, and I was seeing stuff I would see in Europe, where you saw 3 generations living in one home. And I've never seen that in America. That's not how I grew up, and not places I've been stationed. So that was, it's an ongoing issue. So just keep an eye on that stuff. Make sure you're not buying something specific on short-term rental income and then end up getting disappointed or get caught with your pants down. But I think we can both agree that if you do make that mistake, inventory is low, there's a good chance that when rates do dip, you can still turn a profit and sell that sucker.
Yeah.
Do a 1031. Avoid the taxes. What else you got for us, Abby? Anything? Good?
Yeah.
All right, well, guys. Well, I appreciate all of you for listening. This is my first podcast ever. And hopefully we keep the ball rolling. Drop a comment. Shoot me a message. If you have a topic you want me to cover, I'm going to have my contact info here on the podcast system. And then I'm also going to drop Abby's link for her property if she chooses to rent out if you're interested in an awesome beach house in North Carolina. Sleeps 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeps 12 comfortably, and lots to do there. Pool, beach, wild horses. I can't wait to check it out myself. But you guys take care. Thanks.